Facebook Live. Mofos. Hey, I got a buzzing in my shit again. What? Yeah.
As soon as I hit record.
It may be my stuff is all jacked up. Oh. There it is. There it is. Oh.
I just turned it down.
Okay.
That thing, right? So, Crude Sports Talk is live.
We are live.
Let me get in the shot.
Get in the shot.
Hey, everybody.
Getting the money shot, Jeremy.
I'm here. All right.
Oh.
You know what to do, all faithful Crude Nationers.
Like it, share it. Share it with share us with your friends.
Share us with your friends.
Yeah.
Give your friends the gift of Crude Sports Talk.
That's right.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
Your wife's home.
Oh. Hi, my wife.
Hi, wife. Yeah.
You know, I'm still kind of going through my picks, so, hey, do we want to have somebody, go against us in our picks this week?
Sure, I mean, if you want. What do you mean go against us?
Like, we have a guest. See who does better, you, me, or the guest?
Well, what guest?
Like, I don't know. Whoever gets on.
Yeah, like whoever gets on.
Whoever gets on and
I
says,
see what you're
I
saying.
want in this week.
Yeah, we can let
And
anyone in.
They only get 1 week.
Okay.
One person, 1 week. One fan of
First-
Crude Sports Talk.
First person to tell us where you're listening from, you can be in on the picks, but you got to stick around for the whole show.
Yeah, you have to say where
gotta
you're
stick around
from,
for the
and
whole
I would
show.
love to make my picks.
Yes.
That's what you got to put.
Yes, that's okay. So, first person to let us know where you're from, and you got to stick around to the end of the show because that's where we're doing the picks.
Yeah.
If you're still here, we'll ask you, and if not, we'll go to the next person. So you got a pen and paper, right?
Yep.
Keep a track of the queue of people that are there. So when we get to the picks, we'll go in order.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, that sounds great.
And that's what we'll do. And they can go up against us with their picks this week. And, yeah, we'll do that. I think that sounds like a fun game.
I think so, too.
Okay, just
Because
doing my...
I
go ahead,
whooped
sir.
your ass last week.
You're talking really loud today.
That's because I've been drinking, and I'm full of coffee.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew, Chip. I'll scissor kick you.
Don't scissor kick me.
I couldn't scissor kick anybody. You know what I would do? I would probably throw my back out if I tried.
You probably would.
I would lay on the ground,
Yeah.
and I would scream like the guy in the fight from this weekend.
Oh, we're going to have to show that video.
Yeah, so we're going to talk a little bit about that.
Yep, we're going to show that. Okay. What else? It's your birthday week.
Yeah, woo.
It's Glenn's birthday week, everybody. There's a little gift up there for
It's
you.
my birthday week. Yeah,
Everyone, you can see that in the shot.
we're
right?
gonna open that.
Yeah, we're going to open it in a bit, right?
Yeah, in a
Yeah.
bit.
Can't wait.
I can't wait.
Can't wait to see what happens. Can't wait to see the elation in your eyes when you find out it's not what you think it is.
We already have 5 comments.
Oh, well, why don't you let us know what those comments are?
I'm trying to share as well.
Oh, okay. When did you
Fucking-
get all these friends to share? When did you get all these friends to share with, Glenn?
Oh, Pete. Yeah, Pete's excited. It's Saturday. Pete loves college football.
Is it PD from last week?
It's Pete, man.
I know it's Pete. His name's spelled
it's Petey. Petey is Pete. Now I'm saying Petey. God damn it.
I know you can't help it, but say
Pete's
Petey.
a very loyal follower.
I love Petey. If Petey wants to play, ask him. He can be first.
When I go back home in November,
Yeah.
me and Pete are gonna go surfing.
Oh man, take some pictures. You have to take pictures, okay?
No, I'm
Why?
just gonna surf.
Get a GoPro.
I used to have one.
Surf with a GoPro.
Yeah, I used to have one.
Yeah.
But it's kind of douchey.
What do you mean it's douchey? Is it a douchebag
I don't
thing
like.
to do?
Well, I don't like carrying it around.
Right.
And I used to have it like strapped to my wrist.
Yeah. Or
So every time you surfed, you were worried about like putting your arm in the right spot to get the best, and you're not enjoying.
tie it to your head or tie it to your dick.
You're
or
not
something.
enjoying like the surfing what it's meant for.
Can you tie it to your dick?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
Be a short string.
Dick can't. So humble.
So humble. Chris, what's going on, man? And we see you out there.
We see Chris.
Dugas from North Carolina.
Yeah. Any Canadians in the house or what? I need to know if there's any Canadians watching. Okay, all the Canadians. No Canadians.
Chirp, chirp.
Yeah,
chirp.
right? Chirp, chirp. Well, we can't hear them.
Yeah.
Maybe they're typing as we speak. Because there's about, like a 5-second, 10-second delay?
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit of a delay in what we say
There's a bit of a delay.
to our group. All right. Just about done, actually.
Hey, Chris, one more time. What's you got Washington P&W? I can't remember what that is from when I was up there.
P&W.
Yeah,
P&W. What?
I don't know.
I got to go read it. I'm still busy sharing. I'm sorry.
I think it's a place.
I'm doing my job. Like Bill Belichick would say, do your job.
Pete, you're right. It's a tough loss for SC, and they looked like it was a good game.
Yeah, what, 31-27?
But yeah, 31-27. They finally looked decent.
Mm-hmm.
they went to their true freshman quarterback, which
Right.
I was happy about. Max Brown, I didn't like him much.
Really?
He was too cautious and still made bad mistakes.
Right.
So I was kind of glad to see him change it up. You had to.
Right.
But that basically says their season is done. They're basically
Well, yeah.
like it's all practice for next season. So you still got games. You can't lose to UCLA.
Right.
Because that's the rivalry.
Right.
So you still have that to look forward to. And UCLA looks pretty good. That pains me to say.
You don't like that, do you?
But they do. They look good.
Okay, yeah, Chris Moore. Applebee's Wi-Fi is ruining my streaming.
That's awesome.
All right, Chris, you're at Applebee's. What are you having? Applebee's is pretty good.
Did they serve drinks yet?
Oh,
At
I'm sure
Applebee's?
they're serving. Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
You know what I thought was weird when I first moved up to Washington?
What's that?
We drove when I was going up there for art school. We drove from LA
Right.
up to Washington in a U-Haul. So as soon as we crossed the border into Washington from Oregon,
Right.
we stopped at it was like fucking 4 or 5 in the morning. So we stopped at I think it was like at Denny's or something. And yeah, you got to turn the fan off. And they when I walked in, this old lady. Like, it looked like a Mel's Diner back in the day, it was this old lady who was like, oh, smoking or non-smoking, and it, like, stunned me. Because
What?
in L.A. you couldn't smoke.
That's right, yeah.
And you
That
couldn't
would
even
fuck
smoke
me
in
up, too.
bars in L.A. at that time.
Right.
And so it took me a minute, and I was like, oh, shit, well, put me in smoking. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized that was not awesome.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it was gross.
Yeah, man, you
and
can't
I
all that
smoked.
smoke. I know,
And-
but
and
by
it-
your food, though.
So, like, sitting there drinking coffee,
Yeah.
I was fine with it.
Yeah.
And then my food came, and then I was like, oh, this is so gross. It's fucking disgusting.
Well, right on. Well, hey, you know what? Actually, you know what? That makes me think of something before I move on. Do you remember when they had in the airports the little smoking rooms? Mm-hmm. Those were fucking gross. Dude.
Those were super gross. They were all glass. It was a glass
it's this
room.
glass room, no bigger than this fucking bar.
You could see the yellow tint to the windows.
Yep.
And it was just, I went into one of those once, and I think I was in Colorado.
Yeah.
Like transferring planes or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was so fucking disgusting.
I think I've been in one in Denver myself, actually, and yeah, man, it was.
Which was a cool airport, by the way.
Yeah, it's
like
nice
it was huge,
it's disgusting,
but
though.
it was so gross. Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, all right, take some notes. Here we go. We got first person was Christopher Dugas. Christopher, if you're still around, I hope I pronounced your name right.
Dugas, yeah.
Dugas. If you're still around when we do our picks, you're in. And then the next one is Chris Moore, Washington. Oh, PNW, Pacific Northwest. He's in
Oh,
Washington
yeah,
State.
that makes sense.
PNW.
Yeah,
I thought you
PNW.
meant P and W.
No. But there's a lot of like little Indian names of towns out that way because there was, they had a lot of big tribes out there. So I wasn't sure if it was
Okay.
I don't know, a name.
PNW?
But you're right. Pacific Northwest
Yeah,
is
okay.
probably what I would go with.
I got you.
You know what's funny? Dugas will actually be going back to California with me. Well, not with me, but for my brother's wedding.
Oh, so that's your boy.
He's the best man.
He's the best man.
Yeah. He's the better man.
The better man. There you go.
But yeah.
Okay, well, hopefully Dugas is around. And like I said, so it was Dugas first, then Chris Moore next. So
Chris was big on the show last week.
Yeah.
Like he
So we welcome him back.
he hooked us up a lot.
Okay, and then so we're good to go.
Are we
want
good
to
to
start
go?
the audio version?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, we're here for the podcast, or is that? Hi, everybody. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
All right, everybody. This is episode 31. I'm still missing my iPad.
I bet you are. There's no.
I'm hearing the music in my head because I'm so used to hearing it.
Yeah.
But nobody else is hearing it with me. So I feel like, just living in my own world here.
Right, like you're going to end up in a padded room because you're listening to the music in your head.
As long as they don't smoke in it.
Dude, if I go to an insane asylum, I'm probably going to smoke like 3 packs a day. Because what does it matter at
What
that
else can
point?
you do? Yeah, you're fucking mental.
I'm going to paint, stare out a window, and smoke cigs all day.
Yeah, no doubt. I guess there's some positives to going to the mental institute.
Right, I would be like, oh, what? You're taking me away in a jacket? Well, at least I get to smoke again.
Exactly.
So that would be cool.
Right on.
That would be the only benefit. And a lot of painting time with fingers. Finger painting.
Finger painting.
Yeah.
Keep your greasy fingers out of everything.
Keep your dirty little dick beaters out of it.
Dick beaters. All right. Well, hey, if you guys haven't noticed here, if you're looking on Facebook Live, there's a little gift up on the bar. It's actually Glenn's birthday this week.
Woo!
Glenn turns 47.
47. I'm a good-looking 47.
Yeah. That's what you always say. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Whenever you meet somebody, especially like you meet a girl, let's say you're single. So all you single guys, you always add like 7 to 10 years to your age.
Yeah, if I was like, oh, I'm 28, they'd be like, ooh, that's a rough 28, man. What you been into?
Yeah, you bad. But when you say you're 47, when you're actually only turning 39, then people are like, wow, you look good for 47.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then girls are like, I want to be with that.
But I'm really like, I'm 39 going on 80. Because I'm like, you remember that movie back in the day with Walter Matthau, Grumpy Old Men?
Yes.
I'm Walter Matthau.
Yeah, you are kind of like him
100%.
Sometimes, yeah, you bring the grump sometimes.
Morning, dickhead. Want to get drunk? That's my favorite line from that movie.
I'm going to shut this. The sun is like sunburning my leg.
Mario, thanks, man.
Okay, let's get on. What's coming up in this episode?
All right, so in this episode 31, we get into a fan fighting rant, the World Cup of Hockey, college football, injuries, and
more injuries.
The Seahawks are in trouble. Belichick may be Merlin reincarnated. Our picks of the week, and a-hole and douchebag in this episode of Crude Sports Talk.
Right on.
Crude Sports Talk. Crude Sports Talk.
Woo! Here we are, episode 31. Let's remind you that you can pick up all of our fancy tweets on Twitter at Crude Sports Talk. You can like us on Facebook. When you like us on Facebook, you can actually get notified of these Facebook live episodes coming out. And you can follow us on Instagram and Snapchat and just look up Crude Sports Talk. You can also go to our website and join Crude Nation and get notified of all the cool and fancy shit that we're doing week after week. And that's easy. You just go there, put your name and email in, and you're part of the group.
You know what? I got a thing. Speaking of Twitter real quick.
Twitter.
So I like going on there and just, saying my angry stuff.
Yeah. It's a good place for you to vent.
It is, but you know what I've noticed? Like, whenever we put out anything good that kind of gets some traction, like I tweeted out about the Little League World Series.
Yes.
And it wasn't an asshole tweet. It was just, congratulating the kids from New Jersey. And, but we got so many likes and retweets, and most of it was from, like, naked chicks sites.
Yeah.
Like porn site. It was the weirdest shit. I didn't even realize that was on Twitter.
Porn chicks like us.
But porn chicks love us. But it was the weirdest thing. Like, I didn't know that they did that. Like, it's like a weird tweet spam.
Yeah, it's all over Instagram, too. It's full of fucking bullshit.
So, we'll keep getting followers or whatever, and we got to go through it, like, once every week or two and start deleting all that shit. Because that's the last thing we want is some family dude who likes the show going on and being like, whoa, why are all these naked bitches liking their stuff?
Hold on. If you can't handle naked bitches, you really shouldn't be watching our show, though.
Well...
Right?
Yeah, but I don't want them clicking on it and getting a virus.
I don't think you get viruses.
You could.
Do you?
I don't know.
You get something.
You could get viruses from naked bitches.
Is an STD a virus?
Yeah.
There, you could get something.
You could get something.
Watch out for porn bitches. All right, so how about a shout out to Crown City Crooks? All of their music is donated to this show graciously by the band.
Yes.
Crown City Crooks out of Los Angeles. You can check them out and check out all their music on iTunes and on Spotify and wherever else you get your music. And you can go to www.crowncitykrooks.com. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and our website. Original Creative with a K as well.com.
That's right.
They build our website and they make it look fancy dancy. Also, these beautiful watches that we're wearing that if you're single, they'll get you laid. By the way, I wore this watch, out, and I got complimented like 3 times the other day on my watch.
Oh, really?
3 times. One girl was like, oh, can I touch it? I was like, wow.
Can I touch it?
She literally asked if she could touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you tell him go to thegarwood.com and put in Crude?
No, I told her I'm married.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm married.
Okay.
But actually, yes, what I should have told her was that she could go to crudesportstalk.com/thegarwood and put in promo code Crude, and you could get 15% off any one of the watches. Sale or retail, anything.
I got a feeling I'm going to be hammered on this episode.
When you sing I Got a Feeling, or when you say I Got a Feeling, you should sing it.
Oh, no. All right, let's...
Happy birthday!
Woo!
It's Glenn's birthday, everybody!
All right, let's get this started.
Yeah, let's open the gift.
Oh, okay, let's do that first.
All right, here's a birthday gift for Glenn. Here we go. He's going to open it. I think he already knows what it is, but maybe he'll be surprised.
Holy shit.
Yeah! Now, you have to drink that all in the next hour.
That may be possible.
There we go.
Oh, I love whiskey.
You knocked your Pittsburgh Steeler little dude over. He's top heavy. Look at him. Hey, listen, I'm going to make
you. Thank your wife.
Can I make you a drink?
Your daughter? Yeah, fuck yeah.
It's your birthday. I'm going to make the drinks.
Wow.
All right, now just...
I'm going to grab another beer while you're doing it.
You're going to drink beer and that?
Yeah.
Okay, you got a cup here.
I got a cup. I got ice.
Ice?
Yeah, I was going to do like Maker's Marks and diet, but I'm going to switch now. I'm so excited to switch now.
I got you some ice.
Don't go crazy.
I got this.
Okay.
I got this.
Oh.
Birthday, how far should we go?
Oh, Mario.
Tell me when to stop.
Mario said shots.
Tell me when to stop.
Okay.
Ready?
Give me like 3 fingers.
Oh, look at this.
That's
pouring you.
Let me see. I can't see. Your hand's in the way. Stop.
All right.
Holy
It's a
fuck.
halfer.
Yeah. That's a 50-50. All right.
Anything mixed with that, or you want to go straight?
Yeah, no.
You should have some mix. I don't want you passed out on the ground after the podcast. All right, here we go. I got you, buddy. Okay, let's tell everybody what about this whole fight situation is. This
Okay, so
rant.
yeah, I came across it. We were gonna do an outbox, we were gonna do a rant, and then we decided let's just together we'll just talk about it. It'll be a joint rant discussion. So last week you had the Rams back in L.A. for their first home game against the Seahawks, and this video came out of these fans. You saw one Seahawk fan, and it looked like 2 LA fans. You had one with a jersey, the other one was just in like street clothes.
Right.
So I'm assuming him talking shit. He was a Rams fan,
right.
giving the Seahawks some shit about losing.
Yeah.
And they started getting into it, and then some girls were like trying to get by. They were standing in the aisle, and so they were trying to get by up the stairs.
Right.
And as soon as the one girl like went to try and put her arm on the one guy to get around,
yeah,
he just like threw her back,
pushed her down.
Yeah, pushed her down, which escalated this fight into a fight.
Right.
You know, it went from an argument to a fight right quick and in a hurry.
Right.
And when this girl came down, she kind of landed on this kid sitting in the seat.
Right.
And now if you're in LA and you're under 10 years old, that's guaranteed your first home Rams game.
Oh, 100% it is.
So that kid has never seen the Rams.
Yeah.
In LA. He gets a girl landing on his lap, which shouldn't be a bad thing. But then the dad freaks out.
And this is what the sound's like. You want to play? Can I play the sound?
Yeah, play the sound.
So this is the sound. We don't have the video, but we're going to... Oh, bear with me on this. So he pushes her down. Here it comes again. I'll play it again. Right? So
here's my beef, and this goes out to all sports fans, but I grew up in LA, and there's a lot of fight. Dodger games, Angel games. Back in the day, it was Raider games, Rams games.
Right.
Even the college games.
Right.
So there's a lot of fighting. When the Lakers win the championship, we burn the fucking city down. Like,
sure.
We don't know how to win. Really. But this goes out to, like, sports fans in general. I'm kind of thinking now towards that dad who sounds like a little bitch. But I'm thinking of where he's coming from. So if I'm at that game with my kids, that's their first game. I'm thinking this is a memorable time that's going to, could have a lasting impression on not only them, me as a dad taking them with memories.
Sure.
But them with sports.
Right.
And the way the dad freaked out, it obviously made the kid freak out. The kid was on the ground.
Yeah.
So his game is tainted. Now he's scared of these games. I don't know if that lasts forever.
The kid looks scared.
Yeah.
I mean, the dad was like, and I think you said it earlier, like, the fight, sucks and stuff, but it made the dad look like a bitch, right?
Right. And so...
And he's like, help!
And in the eyes of the kid, this thing went viral.
Right.
So this kid sees it. I guarantee it.
Sure.
And now he's like, oh, fuck, that's my dad. My dad's a little bitch.
And all his buddies at school are bugging him.
Yeah, not only did you ruin this kid's sporting, but you also ruined his relationship with his dad, potentially.
Right.
Because now he's like, oh, my dad isn't the hero I thought he was.
I don't understand the help call. I'm watching this and I don't understand him.
Who's he fucking asking for help?
Who's he asking for help? I mean, really, if you want to help, put your kid beside you, stand up and make sure nobody else is falling on him and protect the kid, I guess. But
yeah.
I don't know, man. It was... You should. The fight sucks. Yes, you're right. Call out the sports fans. Smarten the fuck up. Be classy when you go to a game.
Like, what's going to happen? In L.A., you already took away a lot of the tailgating experience. You go to baseball games, you tailgate in the parking lot.
Right.
You get written up a ticket.
Yeah, so like they're taking away the enjoyment for other people. That's
so now they're
going
to stop serving fucking alcohol at the games.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, they're not, but potentially that's what could happen.
I wonder if some leagues have though, and because when I grew up in the Canadian Football League, there was a section called the family section.
Yeah,
and it was an alcohol-free zone and stuff like that. Do they have that at any of the stadiums?
Well, I don't know, but why the fuck would I go sit in that area?
If you're that dad bringing your kid to a game, you don't want any fucking riffraff.
Like, don't get me wrong. Looking at that dad, he wears a fanny pack.
No, dad's not cool. We get it.
He would sit in that section. He would.
Yes, but he'd be the dad. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, so if they had a section like that, they called it, I don't know, they call it the family zone or whatever. And yeah, for a while as a kid, I guess, like you go there and your parents can let you sit there and you don't have to worry about alcohol getting passed to you and shit. But
I don't know. I don't know which fields have that or which stadiums have that, which leagues have that. But I'm sure it's out there.
Yeah.
You know what was cool, though? At the end of that video, you barely heard it, is you hear another guy. And I don't know who he was. You can't see him on the screen.
Right.
But he's like, hey, there's a kid there.
There's a kid there.
Watch out.
Yeah,
what
he's
the
like,
fuck are you doing?
What are you guys thinking here?
So, I don't know. Kudos to that guy.
Kudos.
I think the three fans getting into it and the dad are the ones looking like shit on this.
Yeah.
That guy's not getting his due cred.
I kind of felt bad for the girl, though, getting pushed down.
Right. She had nothing. She was trying to go up and get some nachos or whatever she was trying to.
She was trying
Maybe
to,
she had to take a piss.
Well, she was going up.
Maybe she peed on the kid when she landed on him.
Jeez, mate. There's so many possibilities.
So many possibilities.
So many things that could have happened, and we'll never know.
That's all I have about that. I just be smarter as fans. Like, go there, have fun. Those three dudes bullshitting right there, like talking shit to each other.
Yeah.
One of those guys needs to be like, hey, we're having fun. This is a game. Let me go buy you a drink.
Somebody has to do that. You're right.
Somebody's got to be the bigger man.
It's got to go there. Exactly. You're right.
Because you're fighting over. I mean, that game ended up being a baseball score.
Yeah.
No offense to your team.
Yeah.
But it was. Like, that wasn't a game to get bitter about.
If you want to talk about this twice, we can talk about it twice, or we can just move on.
Okay. Let's move on.
All right. So let's move on to sports talk. Sports talk.
This is just like the U.S. team in the World Cup of Hockey. I'm out of this conversation.
World Cup of Hockey semifinals run today. Right now, taking place as we speak. Sweden is taking on Europe in the semifinal.
Ah, the Swedes.
Isn't Sweden in Europe?
Yeah, but I think.
Yeah, it's just that it's.
But
it's
I think the Europe, what they're calling Europe for this is continental Europe.
Okay.
I don't know. I think isn't it part of like the Netherlands?
Maybe no one will ever understand.
I don't understand geography at all.
Canada takes on Russia tonight in the semifinal. Canada's 3-0, have not lost a game. USA fell really fast.
We're out.
Eliminated.
Not one win.
Bye-bye, USA. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So Canada's playing Russia tonight. Big heavyweight bout. Canada was 3-0. Russia was 2-1. Let's see who wins tonight. That game goes
the Ruskies.
At 6 Central, 5 Mountain Time. And that's all I got to say about the World Cup of Hockey. Go check it out.
Let's move on.
National Basketball Association Kevin Garnett this week announced his retirement after 20 years.
Did you say Garnett?
What did I say?
Garnett.
Garnett?
Garnett.
What did I say?
Garnett.
Garnett. Darn it.
Like darn it.
Garnett, darn it.
Okay, so
it's Garnett.
Yes, Kevin Garnett.
Oh, my bad.
So after 400 years in the NBA, he finally retired.
Yeah, after 400 years. The guy's 40 years old. He's older than I am. And he was still playing basketball against these young basketball players.
Yeah, I have trouble tying my fucking shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's still running up and down the court.
Ain't that the truth? Okay,
So enjoy retirement.
Yes,
Kevin
congratulations. Garnett. It's Garnett.
I know. I'm just fucking with you. All right, let's get into a little bit of NCAA football. Hey, did Josh ever get back to us?
Nothing.
I think we lost our sideline reporter.
He's got probably a good story for why he's not here today, and
I don't give a
we'll let
shit.
him share that next time he comes on.
I don't
the air,
care.
so whatever.
You're not on our show right now.
You got to dig.
So I don't
You got
care.
a responsibility.
You got a responsibility.
I got no picks. I got no guest on the show to talk NCAA college. Josh, Slap on the wrist.
All right, so I'll run through it. SC played Thursday night.
Yep.
That was a rough one. Or Friday night.
Rough one for
I
who?
think it was last night for SC.
A rough one for you.
Yeah, they lost to Utah. So that was actually, it was a good game. I enjoyed watching it. I don't like how it ended, but
Right.
Couple games to watch. A lot of them going on actually right now as we speak. But
Okay.
you got 13th ranked FSU who dropped, 10 spots after being beat last week.
Yeah.
They got bounced by Louisville last
Bad. Maybe that's why. Maybe Josh is still mad about that FSU loss.
week. Maybe.
He's
but
bitter.
He's I think that this is one of those games that you got to see how they bounce back after that.
Yeah, this is big. Yep.
Like they really have to go out there and smash South Florida.
They have to. Yeah.
You got speaking of, you got number 3 Louisville at Marshall.
Yep.
There's nothing good about this game to me except for watching Louisville's quarterback Lamar Jackson play like a video game.
He's sick. Hey?
He may have 500
sick.
yards on his own this game between his
might.
arm and his legs.
He might.
So
Yeah.
that's the only really reason I want to watch that. And then I would check out the number 12 Georgia taking on 23 Ole Miss.
Perfect.
That's it.
Right on. We're done college. Let's get into some NFL. Let's talk fantasy football. Throughout this podcast, we want to know if you have any fantasy football questions for us. We are here to help you out. You can take our advice or leave it, but we are combined 50 years of fantasy football experience between the two of us. I might be making that up.
You're totally stretching that.
But yeah, we can help you out with your fantasy football, so let us know.
Or you can help us out.
Or you can help us out.
I'm
Yeah,
having a rough
yeah.
start to this season.
But if you want to talk fantasy, we are all about it. We're both in a couple of leagues. We're in a league together. And then we're also in our own individual leagues. Did a trade today.
Did you? What'd you trade?
Made a trade. Tell me what you think. Spencer Ware. I got Spencer Ware, and all I gave up was Asiata and a 6th-round pick next year. I don't know when and if Jamal Charles is ever coming back,
No.
and if he doesn't this year, then Spencer Ware is a stud.
I like Spencer Ware a lot.
And all I give up is Mont Asiata, who's maybe a goal line threat in Minnesota now
And-
that Adrian Peterson's down.
And I don't trust Jamal Charles even when he comes back.
Yeah.
Like I like him. His upside is so good, but he's so injury prone.
Right. So I like Ware. Ware stays in and
Good
stays
idea.
healthy. I think it was a good trade.
I think that's a good trade.
Yeah, hope so. I'm 2-0 in that league, and I'm looking to go 3-0 this week in my division. This one has divisions, 3 divisions. The bacon, lettuce, and tomato divisions.
I don't know what you're talking about.
My fantasy league has 3 divisions, and they're called the bacon, lettuce, and tomato divisions.
Okay. I love BLTs.
I know. I'm in the lettuce one. I don't know if that's a hint.
That's
that I need to
the
eat more
worst
lettuce.
kind. That's of a BLT sandwich. The lettuce is the worst.
No, the tomatoes are
Nah.
worse. No, I'm
You know
not
what my
a
favorite
tomato.
is? So my wife puts avocado on ours,
Right,
and it's fucking amazing.
right.
So it should be a BLTA.
A BLTA?
Yeah, fuck a BLT.
Yeah, but I'd have a BLA. A blah.
You're so blah.
Blah.
You're
I'd
so
have a
fucking
blah. No, not a blah.
Blah.
A blah.
Blah.
Blah. Anyways,
This show is going off the rails.
if
really
you could
quick.
ditch one, let us know on Facebook Live. Ditch one of these 3 things: bacon, lettuce, or tomato. Ditch one. Which one would you ditch? I would ditch the tomato.
Oh, Chris is saying Ole Miss is beating the shit out of Georgia right now. So
How about a score, Chris? Come on, hook
Yeah,
us up.
come on, give us some
You
info.
can't just say they're missing pretty darn good.
we
have a responsibility to our listeners. Okay.
But he also said he feels bad for Danny Woodhead and the Chargers. So we'll get into
Let's
that.
get into injuries.
Actually, right now.
Good segue. All right, so into injuries. Last week was a horrible week for injuries.
Yep.
Here's what you got. I'm going to list them out real quick. I'm going to go fast, okay?
'Kay.
Jimmy Garoppolo, shoulder. Adrian Peterson.
Knee,
DeMarcus Ware.
broken forearm,
Danny Woodhead.
ACL,
Josh McCown.
shoulder,
Doug Martin.
hamstring,
Julio Jones.
ankle,
Thomas Rawls.
leg contusion,
Jonathan Stewart.
hamstring,
Arian Foster.
groin.
You had to think about that?
Yeah, I forgot.
Big surprise.
I know.
Arian Foster has a groin. Adrian Foster has a groin. Doug Baldwin.
Knee,
And Amir Abdullah.
foot,
And your boy Tyler Lockett.
knee sprain.
Which I think he's going to play anyways.
Yeah,
Are you going to put him
I'm
in?
going to sit him.
You're sitting Tyler
I'm
Lockett
sitting
this
Lockett.
week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, he's your deep threat. Why the fuck am I going to play the guy with the knee sprain as my deep threat?
I don't know.
I'm not.
But he's still Tyler Lockett.
So?
You stuff him in your
I
pocket.
stock him deep and I sell him cheap.
All right, so you're going to put Lockett in the pocket tonight.
Yep.
Or this weekend, and you're not going to play him. Okay, 45-14. Holy
Oh,
shit. And Chris Moore says he would get rid of the lettuce, no doubt.
You know the guy, going back to Chris, so the Ole Miss, the kid quarterbacking for Ole Miss is Jim Kelly's nephew.
Yeah.
I don't really like him.
He's a bit of a douchebag.
He is a bit of a douche.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know the kid, but looking at him, I'm like, he's kind of douchey.
He was on the phone with that coach in the Last Chance U on Netflix. Remember? Because
No.
he went to Last Chance U.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, man. The coach was on the phone, and he was like, "Man, I'm so proud of you. Good job. You know,
Oh, shit, that's right.
Your uncle would be so
Yeah.
proud." He says, and yeah, so that was in that. But yeah, so anyways, he's a bit of a douchebag, I think. Yeah.
So, yeah, shit.
All right, now let's not talk too much Seahawks. So you have a story about the Seahawks. We don't really have to talk about it too much.
And this has nothing to do with how they're doing or anything. It's but it came out this week that the Seattle Seahawks and Pete Carroll have been fined, and the team will lose 1 week of OTAs next week or next
year?
season.
Yeah.
Sorry, as well as a 5th round pick for violating rules that prohibit excessive contact in off-season workouts.
Fuck's sakes.
So,
I think, well, whatever. I mean, it's the rules are the rules, right?
yeah. So
But Carroll was fined $200,000. The team was fined $400,000.
they
right?
lost their 5th round pick.
Yeah,
and a week of OTAs.
and we go OTAs.
Now, this happened also, the Ravens in May, it came out that they were doing the same thing. They were using full pads during their rookie minicamp.
Ooh, you can't do that.
No, and they forfeited a week of OTAs and in early June this year.
really.
And were fined $343,000, as well as Harbaugh being fined $137,000.
Okay,
So that's a good chunk, man.
it is pretty chunky.
That's chunky.
What does the NFL do with all the fines? Does anybody know?
Give them to me.
I'm kind of curious.
I don't know either.
I wonder what they do with the fines.
I don't know. We should ask. We should try and get Mein Fuhrer on the podcast.
Yeah,
Fucking Fuhrer Jardel.
yeah. Let's do it. That's what
He won't tell us shit. He doesn't tell anybody shit. All
All right, what else you got?
What do we got?
Mental matchup.
Dude, so this week, I'm kind of... So this week, or this matchup fucked me last season.
All right, bring it up.
Completely fucked me.
Set it up.
So you got December last season, you saw at the time, Carolina cornerback Josh Norman taking on Giants wide receiver OBJ. Right. So Odell Beckham. And that was anybody into the NFL knows about that shit. There was a lot of shit talking.
Yeah.
OBJ got fined. He got he had to sit out the next game. All that screwed me because that went into my playoffs in fantasy.
And you were in the game before the championship game, right?
Right.
That week?
Right.
Yeah.
So I had Tyler Eifert down and OBJ out for my championship game.
You had no chance.
I was fucked.
fucked.
And I only lost by 3.
Oh.
So I would have won the league. And I don't care about that. I would have won more money.
So you know what's interesting?
Yeah.
Is that we talked about this. Remember we talked about all these new rules because the new rules this year because of that game. If you get 2 personal fouls, like unnecessary roughness or shit like that, then you would get disqualified, right? And they call it the OBJ rule. Well, we said, OBJ won't be playing Josh Norman this year, and then Norman goes and fucking gets traded to Washington.
And now they're going to play
Twice a year. Exactly. So I'm kind of interested. So this is week 1 of this, or the first week of the 2 matchups, and I think
So, yeah, who wins the battle this year?
OBJ,
You think so?
100% OBJ. Like there's no chance that if OBJ just sticks to his game like he didn't do last time, he was like, you know what, I'll blow by you. He's gonna kill him. OBJ 100% is going to have a huge day. You have him in your fantasy, you better play him.
Oh, he's playing.
He's a must start.
He's in, and I kind of agree with you. I think that this is it's supercharged. The only thing to me is that Norman seems to be a little more level-headed of the two.
Right.
So if Odell starts talking a bunch of shit, Norman doesn't let it affect him as much as I think OBJ does.
Right.
So that's the only thing I worry about is his emotional state.
We'll see.
So but I will be playing him. I have to, and I think last week showed that Norman could be burnt, and especially if he starts moving around.
Of course he can.
He's going to travel this week. So last week he stuck to one side,
Corey Coleman's side,
to the Corey Coleman side,
and he got toasted.
And he kind of got vilified a bit in the media for not traveling to both sides. You want their top guy.
Yeah,
I think he's going to do that this week. I think that's the plan.
He's going to follow OBJ?
He's going to follow OBJ.
Oh, fuck. He's going to get roasted every single fucking play.
I think he's going to get torched, and I'm going to have a great game. But I think, so that being said, the real winner, I think, is going to be Sterling Shepard.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I do think so.
You think the focus will be so much there that
they're going to
Sterling
put
Shepard's gonna be wide
Norman
open?
on OBJ.
Yeah.
They're going to bring the safety in to help out Norman. That leaves Sterling Shepard on the other side, and he's going to have a huge fucking game.
Well, we'll see what happens.
That's what I'm calling. If you got
All
Sterling
right.
Shepard, play him this week.
You want to play him?
You
Okay.
want to play him. I'm
right.
playing him.
All right. Chris Miller says, love the show, boys. Thanks, Chris, for the shout out. Chris Moore says, I think Norman went to Washington just to face OBJ multiple times a year. I don't think you
Well, they
go-
paid him a fuckload of money.
They paid him a bunch of money, and he needed to go somewhere if he wanted to avoid the franchise tag in
Right.
Carolina. I think it was just fate that ended up, and I think when the opportunity came up to go play,
That may
he was
have
just
helped.
like, yeah, okay, fuck it, I'm in, But I don't think you choose a team just to play one guy. I
Well,
don't think you base your whole life on that.
And if you want to be the best, you have to beat the best.
True.
And so I don't know. We'll see.
I'm not sure if that's true. But anyways,
I'm curious, but I'm playing OBJ this week.
Yeah, I appreciate
For
the comment,
sure.
but I'm not sure, Chris, that I 100% agree with that.
Let's move on to some Belichick shit. This is your stories. I'll let you
Yeah. Well, we're at the Browns.
lead it. Oh.
No, you skipped one. So
I did.
Yeah.
And this is one I'm excited about. So,
Yeah, of course
And
you are.
I said this right after the draft. We were talking to our buddy up in Cleveland
That's right.
about the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
And we happened to bring up them picking up Cody Kessler from USC, who had a mediocre time at USC.
Right.
But I think he's a decent quarterback. I think he'll be. Obviously, the Browns have showed their litmus test is not very high. So he'll
Yeah.
be fine. But I think he's the 5th rookie to start this season.
Well, he is after Josh McCown goes down, and then, of course, before that, RG3, this fucking glass, went down as well. So, he's going to be the third-string quarterback. He's going to start next week. Now,
They're taking on Miami.
right. And I hope the kid does good. I mean, I always hope so, but I think what better than a task of going against Miami, I would say. Miami's got a great defense, though.
They have pretty good defense.
They've really improved.
I'm so excited that they're in my division, though.
I know you
so
are.
excited.
Well, they're both 0-2, so one team will prevail this week, either the Dolphins or the Browns, and we're going to get to that in our picks. I think that's
Okay.
the first one of our picks.
Oh, okay.
But speaking of that, so let's talk about McCown going down last week. McCown goes down with shoulder injury, and then he comes back into the game, and then we find out after the game he's like seriously injured.
Right.
And a lot of people, he's getting some scrutiny, like, why'd you go back into the game? And he said, I needed to prove to my kids and prove to myself that I'm tough enough to go back in that game. And he also says, my brother, my father, they get up, they go through all their aches and pains and go to work every day. And he's like, who am I to not, fight through the pain and get in there and do my job? And I thought that was pretty classy.
I agree with that 100%. Like there's a hard take on that, is that you're fucking your team by going in there not 100%. But any of these NFL guys are so good at what they do. Even the worst guy in the NFL is so good at what he does. He's the top 1% of athletes playing football.
Yeah.
If you make it to the NFL, you have that drive. You're going to do that. Look at Cutler. We didn't even talk about him, but he got demolished. He went in with a fucking broken finger or some kind of ligament tear or something. You're gonna do it. That's
Cutler.
to get to the NFL. You have to have that mindset that I have to play through the pain.
True.
That's been taught to you. So I'm with him on this.
When I played ball, my coach taught the best lesson I ever learned was it was the first time playing football, and I got hit, and I think my hand got crushed between two helmets. I was reaching out, and I was trying to block, and my hand slipped off the shoulder pad and in between two helmets that hit at the same time with my hand in between.
Yeah.
And god awful pain, and I'm like on the ground rolling around, and I was like, oh my God, it's my hand. And then the coach comes over and he goes, are you hurt?
Or are you injured?
Or are you injured?
Yep.
And that was like, damn, that was the first time I ever heard that.
The first time I heard that, I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
8 years old. I may not look like it. I'm all of 5'8" and not built, but I played football all growing up.
Yeah.
And that was when my old man was the coach back then in Pee Wee.
Yeah.
And that was the first thing. Are you hurt or are you injured?
Hurt or are you injured?
Because there's a difference. Stop being a pussy.
Yeah.
Or you can't play.
Yeah.
You're not benefiting the team.
Yeah, he said, if you're in, I'm like, well, I'm hurt. What do you mean? He's like, well,
suck it up.
If you're hurt, you can play, get back in there. If you're injured and you can't play, get the fuck out.
Yep.
and that was it. So, yeah. So, anyways, I think that shows some great toughness, some great leadership. Unfortunately, he will not be playing this week. And,
Well, and the guy behind you is a rookie.
yeah,
So you're trying.
yeah, you got to show to him too. You got.
But now, what does that say to him? Like, are you saying that I'm better than you, even fucking hurt?
Yeah, I mean, but really, he is.
Oh,
The experience comes in. A lot of time.
Let's
Look
get-
at your team.
Okay.
Look at your team. Give me a hurt Ben Roethlisberger any day in front of a healthy Charlie Batch any fucking day of the week, right?
like,
Come on.
Okay, you're
You-
talking starting.
Look what
Starting
happened
or running into the game.
in that game against the Cincinnati Bengals last year, where Ben was he couldn't even lift his arm.
That wasn't Batch. Who was that?
I don't know. You tell me. It's your team. Who
That was
it?
the dogfighter.
the dog fighter. Oh, Vic.
Michael Vick.
It was Vic.
Yeah. Batch
No, I
was
thought
done.
it was Batch.
Now, Batch to me
Okay.
is the perennial backup. He knew his spot. He was very good at his spot.
Right.
He was not comfortable being a starter. He was great to not give the game away. So Batch is one I would put outside of that. Vic, I would put into what you're saying though.
Well, I thought it was Batch.
No, it wasn't.
Are you
Batch.
100% sure
Yeah,
of that?
he was retired. He's retired.
Okay.
That
All
was
right.
Michael Vick.
So it was Michael
That's
Vick.
why we picked up Michael Vick.
So Michael Vick was in the game
Yep.
against the Bengals last year, you're saying, and it was like it was him or it was Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger came out for the last drive hurt.
Yep.
So that's why I'm saying that's the same thing. I know what you're saying. It's McCown, and it's fucking McCown who's a backup anyways. But a hurt McCown is better than a rookie Cody Kessler.
Well, yeah, but that's two different arguments we're talking. I'm talking, like you brought up Batch, who to me knew his role, was
Okay.
very good at his role.
All right.
Like that's two different things.
All
but
right.
I think you're right, though. McCown, to me, is better than a rookie quarterback.
Okay.
But not starting. I mean, that guy's not going to last. Even if McCown was able to come out, he wasn't lasting a whole game this week.
Look, Chris Moore says experience comes into play. Look at the Rams choosing whoever over Goff, right?
Oh, I think, yeah.
But then look who else look at Bill Belichick, and we're going to talk about this right now. Let's move into it.
Okay.
Bill Belichick takes a third-string rookie quarterback and beats the Texans 27-0 on Thursday Night Football.
Dude, and Jacoby looked good doing it.
He looked okay.
He didn't look great, but he looked good.
He passes for 108 yards. He runs for 48, which includes a 27-yard touchdown.
Yep.
Which, by the way, is the longest Patriots touchdown run since 1967. 27-yard run. Can you fucking believe that?
Yeah, they're not known for having running quarterbacks.
No,
though.
I know, but that's just
That was the first thing I learned.
27 yards is shit, dude. The 27-yard run for a touchdown is the longest touchdown since 1967 for the Patriots.
And I didn't. I was working this week, so I didn't get to watch the game, but I did listen to it.
Right.
And that was the moment I realized that, oh shit, this is something you may not have accounted for, because with the Patriots, you don't have a running quarterback.
Right.
You haven't had one in a long time.
But the Texans had all week to prepare for this game,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So they should have known that this guy's going to be a bit more mobile than anybody else.
But Belichick doesn't normally do that. But I guess to be
Yes.
smart, Belichick utilizes the assets.
But now, was that 27-yard run? It was a scramble. It was a scramble play.
dude,
It was a broken play.
It was a broken play.
It wasn't a planned run.
No. But that's to my point now. If you're Houston, you focused on 10 guys.
That's true.
Your quarterback,
That's true.
your quarterback's
You got
there.
your check
You're worried
downs,
about him
you got
passing.
your odd deep
Yeah.
threat, you got your check downs, and your tight ends. Rob Gronkowski, who played in the game, didn't see one target.
No, he didn't look great, but
was a decoy.
he's slowly coming back.
Yeah.
But you don't have to worry about Tom Brady coming out of the pocket and running for 20 something yards.
Right.
You just don't have to worry about that.
Right.
And I think at that point they realized, oh shit, we do.
I'll give you that. It changes the game plan. You're right. But here's what's cool. On his touchdown run that we're talking about, the 27-yard run, Jacoby Brissett runs over to the sideline and hands Bill Belichick the ball.
Yeah.
Gives it to him.
Yeah.
And Bill Belichick, and then he says something to Bill Belichick. You can't see what he says. And then Bill Belichick all of a sudden turns around and shakes his hand. And huge sign of respect from a coach like Belichick, from a third-string quarterback, to run over and say, here's the ball. And they talked about it in the press afterwards. And I read the reason why he did that was he said, my job was to take the ball, get it to the end zone, and keep it, and not give it to the Texans. I didn't give it to the Texans, coach.
Right.
Here's the ball. And he's like, here you go.
Now, if that's my rookie touchdown, I'm going to run back and I'll go to Belichick and be like, hey, here's this. Give it to me after the game.
I'm pretty sure he got it back.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, he got it
Unless,
back.
for some odd reason, Bill Belichick keeps the first ball of every first touchdown of all these fucking rookie quarterbacks.
Well, and he
he's
looked dumbfounded, though, when he gave him the ball. He's like, what the fuck? I'm standing
At
in no
first he
sleeves
did.
and a turtleneck. I hate how Belichick dresses.
He dresses like a fucking bum.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that guy some new clothes. But he's like, I bet you, because now he's 5-0 with rookie quarterbacks starting, right?
Yeah.
So he probably has all these balls somewhere on a mantle. like, fuck you. I get your first touchdown ball because I'm Bill Belichick.
Dude, so speaking of, there's like I'm not 100% on this, but you talking about that, they had a USC quarterback back in the day who won for them. And we were talking Cody Kessler.
Yep.
I think there's 4 or 5 USC quarterbacks starting this week in the NFL.
Okay, can you name them?
No, I can name a couple.
Okay, what are a couple? Help us name them at home.
You got Palmer.
You got a bunch of SC followers.
You got Palmer. No, I don't have, like, most of them are UCLA. Like,
Okay, let's go. Palmer.
You got Palmer. You got Kessler.
Sanchez
isn't
not starting. No.
I'm trying to think of who the fuck else.
All right.
I don't know. I'm not good at that. Like, I have the worst memory of
I'm
anybody.
With you. Hey, dude, I'm with you, man. I can't do stats. Like, I've got friends that can do stats in their head and just be like, remember everything.
Well, Fatty T, if we were to call him
Is
right
he
now,
that guy?
He's a UCLA guy, but he would know right now how many starters for
Alex
USC.
Smith. Alex Smith. There's another one. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, dude. I mean, maybe there's more.
I don't know. There's a lot. There's more than any other college team now.
You bet.
Yeah.
All right, one more thing about Belichick. That new kick rule, he's taking advantage of that pretty good because now with the new rule where the touchback comes out to the 25-yard line, you know, we talked about this at the start of the year, and he's like, I'm going to take advantage of it. He just had his kicker, Gostkowski, just kicked him up nice and light just before the end zone, and every time it was either a fumble or they started from inside their own 10 fucking yard line.
Well, did you see their punter, too, also pinned him behind the 15 every time?
He was amazing.
He was amazing.
I know. So, Barkley?
Matt Barkley. But he wasn't. I didn't love him in college. I don't love him in the NFL.
Right.
He is a backup, but he's very Sanchez-esque to me.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to be lucky if he stays a backup.
All right, let's talk about the Vikings' new stadium. Alex Boone, guard for the Minnesota Vikings, is claiming that the stadium is actually too loud even for the home team. So it was actually built. Like, do you see this new stadium on Sunday?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
It was a Sunday night game. It's the M&S MT Bank. What's it called? What's that bank?
I don't fucking know.
MT Bank.
I've never heard of MT Bank.
Stadium. Fuck. All right. Well, it's a stadium, and it's named after a bank that has the initials M something.
Well, yeah, Minnesota.
Right. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so apparently the sound is designed in that building to come from the fans, go up to the rafters, and then push back to the visiting team's bench. Well, I guess the sound was actually pounding onto the field during home team offensive plays, and Alex Boone literally said to the fans, "Shut the fuck up." Like, he in public or in the media, he said these fans need to shut the fuck up.
Dude, we've talked about this. We've talked about Seattle. We've talked about Arrowhead and Kansas City. You have to use that.
Yeah.
You don't think I'm right? I mean, you have to use that. You got to get used to it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. That was their first game in it, right?
Yeah.
You have to get used to it.
Yeah.
And then you use it to your advantage.
You have to, but the fans need to smarten the fuck up. They really do. I mean, I don't blame Alex Boone for calling his fans out.
No.
You shut up when your team's on the field. That's what home team advantage is all about.
That's right.
Chris Moore says the stadium's cursed because AP went down. I think that's pretty funny. Okay. All right, let's get to our picks of the week.
Is that where we're at?
Ba-ba-da-da!
I'm so lost this week.
Ba-ba-da-da! Okay, let's see. Who did we have down as our people that were going to do this? Did you write it down?
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Okay,
no, I didn't write shit down.
I said put it on the paper.
You said Chris Dugas.
Chris Dugas.
But did he ever come back and say, yeah, I'm in?
No. I mean, if he's in right now, is Dugas, you're there, you got to say something.
Chris Moore is the other one.
And Chris Moore will be the back. Let's let them both do it.
Okay.
Fuck it.
If either one of them wants to, you got to let us know.
All right.
You want to do these picks.
If your first name is Chris, you're in.
We've got a couple games.
Oh, man. Insert iPad sounds. Thanks, Chris. Asshole.
Your picks for this week.
All right, the old picks for this week. Let's do the first game. First game coming up is the Cleveland Browns are 0-2, and they're headed to Miami to take on the 0-2 Miami Dolphins in this matchup.
As we've talked about, Cody Kessler starts at quarterback for the
Kessler
Browns.
starting. You got Tannehill on the other side. You got Miami with a good pass D. What do you got? I'm going to let you go. Oh, Dugan's here, man. All right, Dugan. Hit us up, Browns.
Dugas. There's no N in that.
My eyes are all covered in sweat because it's so fucking
Canadians.
humid. All right, Chris Moore picks Miami. Dugas, give us your pick.
Okay.
Miami or Cleveland?
All right, so we're going to do both.
Oh, you're going to actually write something down?
Yeah, I'm going to write
this
them
time.
both down.
Jesus.
So you got Chris Moore.
Chris Moore says Miami, and Dugas hasn't picked yet. Can I make my pick?
Yeah, go ahead and make your pick.
I'm going with Miami as well.
Okay.
Put me down for Miami. What are you picking?
I'm gonna regret this. I'm going with the Browns.
Whoa, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Always going against the grain.
I'm totally gonna regret
Glenn
this.
goes with the Browns, but you're already up 2-0, or you're up 2 on me.
Yeah. So last week we picked 4 games. You went 2-4.
Yeah.
I went 4-4.
You picked the Rams to beat the Seahawks, and I
Yep.
called you fucking crazy, and you were right.
Yeah. You basically
Look,
said I
I'm
was
conceding.
a moron.
I said you were a moron, and I'm conceding to you right now. You were right.
Okay. So Dugas put his pick in. He's going with Miami as well. So
Miami.
I'm
okay.
the lone soldier on this one.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay, so 3 Miamis and 1. Next game, a heavyweight matchup. We got the Denver Broncos heading to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. Both teams 2-0, and one of them is going to falter to 2-1. Which one will win? Which one will lose? Chris, Dugas, or Moore? Who do you got? Give
So
me,
the Broncos in Cincinnati.
The Broncos in Cincinnati. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
What's your pick on this one?
I've got the Broncos.
You got the Broncos.
Yep. Put me down for the Broncos, please.
Jeremy. Chris's. Hook us up.
All right, Chris's. Come on. You still there or what?
Wake up.
Wakey. I'll give you your pick then.
Wakey, eggs and bakey. So I'm going to go with the Bengals.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Cincinnati on this
You
one.
really are going against the grain.
Well, to me, I mean, I like the Broncos D.
Yeah.
The Bengals played decent against the Steelers, they were way outmatched on that one.
Yeah.
But it's also in Cincinnati.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm going to go Bengals on that.
Chris Moore says Broncos D wins.
All right, so Chris.
All right, put Chris down for the Broncos. That's
I may go
Chris
0-4
Moore.
or 0-5 this week.
Oh, you going against everything?
I don't know. We'll see.
Fuck. You going against the Steelers?
Dugas, hit me up. No, well, of course not.
All right, Dugas goes Broncos.
Okay.
His pick is in. All right, let's move on to the next one. The Pittsburgh Steelers travel all the way to Philly, where Air Sex is a new game in Philly.
I don't think you have to ask me.
Air Sex Championships are being played in Philadelphia, if you listened to last week's podcast. Give me the Steelers against the Eagles. I'm going with definitely the Steelers.
I'm going with the Steelers as well.
'Kay.
This is a team possessed right now.
The Steelers are.
Yeah.
I think this is a tough game for D'Angelo Williams, though. The Eagles have a stout run defense, and I think that D'Angelo Williams gets less than 50 yards. Chris Moore goes Pittsburgh, and we need Dugas's pick.
I like this one. I like this matchup for Pittsburgh.
Dugas is Googling it right now.
Here's the problem.
He's like, Google,
so you're
help me.
right. D'Angelo Williams may have a tough time against that front seven
Right?
of Philadelphia, but you still have fucking Ben Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown.
I know.
So I think they're in deep shit.
Yeah, exactly. I think all around the board. So Dugas is in for Pitt as well.
Okay, so we all went.
All right.
We all went Pittsburgh
So
on
we
that
all
one.
went Pittsburgh on that. Next game is my team. The 49ers come to Seattle, the loudest stadium in the NFL, at the Clink, and they're going to take on the Seahawks. 49ers, Seahawks, of course, I'm taking the Seahawks.
Hold on, though.
Without
you
a
said
doubt.
loudest stadium, but
Yeah, move on. Just give me your pick.
you dick.
Move along.
I'm going Seahawks on this one as well.
Okay.
I don't think that there's any chance that the Niners win this game.
I just don't think so either, man. Not after the Seahawks coming off a loss back home. They haven't scored much on offense this year. I think the Seahawks have their breakout game this week. And if they don't, they're fucked. All right, Chris Moore says go Hawks.
Yep.
Moore's a Seahawks fan, isn't he?
Well, yeah, he's up in Washington. I'm telling you, everybody in
boy.
Washington
My
are
boy.
huge Seahawks fans.
Cheers to Chris Moore.
Dugas, give it to us, man. You going Steelers or I'm sorry, you going 49ers or Seahawks?
Where's Dugas? Is he a 49er fan?
I don't know what Dugas is a fan of, you know?
Yeah.
I
don't know.
He's my my youngest brother's best friend.
Right.
I've known Dugas a long time.
Okay.
And I still don't know what the fuck he is. I don't know what fan he is.
Chris says we'll get
Niners.
These 2 weeks.
All right, so Dugas went opposite.
Dugas goes Niners. All right, good for you, Dugas. All right, we'll see. We'll see how you do.
I like that. I don't like that pick, but I like when people go against the grain.
It shows balls.
It does show.
It means you got the cojones. You got the cojones.
That's right.
You got the balls.
All right, so last game, you've got this one as our bonus game.
No, there's one more before the bonus game. Yeah.
I didn't even write down the bonus game.
Fuck it, we're having fun here.
Yeah, let's go.
Why you want to ruin my fun all the time?
Dugas says Niners all day.
Niners all day.
All day, every day.
Fuck that.
All right.
Okay, next.
Bears, Cowboys.
Bears travel to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. This is a Sunday nighter.
Yeah.
The Cowboys got another Sunday nighter in 3 weeks. 2 Sunday night games in 3 weeks.
Awesome.
That's fucked up, isn't it? That sounded bubbly.
I'm a bit buzzed.
I hope. Oh, you drank all that drink?
Yeah, that drink's gone.
Dude, I fucking poured that heavy. You want another one? It's your birthday, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You want another one?
Yes.
All right. Okay, put me down for the Cowboys on this one. And then you now take...
Hold on.
Take the reins.
All right, so Bears, Cowboys. Chris Moore says Dallas.
Okay, yeah. Chris Moore says Dallas.
Ah, fuck, I wrote down Dallas, not
Can you
Moore.
grab me a beer, actually, while I make you a drink?
Yeah. Chris Moore.
All right.
Jeremy Coos.
You got me?
Yeah.
Don't say my full name.
Dude, you realize that I got a good buzz on. Dugas goes Dallas. I go Dallas as well.
Oh.
This is so boring.
I got some water on the satellite.
Don't break my sat.
I just probably did.
Dugas Anglin. All right, so we all went Dallas on that one.
Okay, let's do a bonus game.
I think, but Cutler.
Color's
So
not in.
no. But I got in my other league that I'm not in with you. I got a buddy. He was up by like 1 point.
Yeah.
Neither one of the guys had anybody going in the Monday night game, and he lost because Cutler got negative points.
Ha! No way.
I swear to God, dude, it's fucking awesome. And I told him, so this is the first season he's in that league.
Right.
And did you put ice all the way?
Yeah, lots of ice.
All right, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
That's like 3/4.
That's a biggie.
That's a big one.
It's your birthday.
But yeah, so he's got Cutler in that league, and he was up by 1. Nobody left to play for either one.
He could have benched Cutler and won the game.
If he had benched Cutler, he would have won the game. And
Does
now,
your league allow that?
I don't know.
My league doesn't allow that.
That's a shitty
fucking rule
kicker.
ever.
That's that shitty kicker league that you're in. You can't have. You have to have a kicker
You have to
playing.
draft a kicker, yeah. All right, there you go, birthday boy.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Dude, this is awesome having you serve me drinks.
Well, I know, because you're always serving me. Did you pass me that beer, though?
No,
All right, let's fucking drink
I
here.
got a good buzz on. I may be taking a nap after this episode.
Well, you deserve it. You're working hard. All right, let's do the bonus game. Do we have everybody's picks in? You got everybody's picks?
No, not mine. Bonus game.
No, Dallas. Dallas and
Yeah,
Bears.
those ones we all went Dallas on.
All right, last one before we get to asshole or douchebag. Bonus game. This is the reason why we're doing this as a bonus game. Because if you watched last year, one Thursday night, when old Aaron Rodgers ran out of the pocket and threw a 60-some yard bomb to Richard Rodgers for a touchdown, last-second touchdown, like zero-second touchdown.
That was the first of 2 Hail Marys that he got last
that
season.
year. Yeah, one in the playoffs against
Yep.
Arizona and last year against the Lions. So I got the Lions in Green Bay this time.
Okay.
Last time they played was the big Hail Mary. I'm going to pick last. Who you got? Lions?
Me, I'm going Green Bay.
You're going Green Bay.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going Green Bay.
All right. Tim Kruger says, stop reminding me. You must be a Lions fan. I know he is. Okay. All right. Chris and Chris, let's go. Put your name.
While we're waiting,
Yep.
who are you going with?
I got Green Bay. Give me Green Bay.
You got
They're
Green
coming
Bay.
off a loss to Minnesota, and I don't see Green Bay losing 2 games in a row. Just give me the better quarterback, give me the better coach, and give me Green Bay.
Okay. What about the Chris's?
The Chris's are drunk like us, and they're not answering.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. Chris Moore is up at an Applebee's getting shit tanked.
He's sitting. The Wi-Fi must suck at Applebee's. That's what he said. He's like, the Wi-Fi was fucking up his flow of watching the show. Man, we're rhyming a lot today. Dugas, Moore, give us your picks. We'll put them down. Let's move on. Let's go to asshole or douchebag. You ready? Okay.
I'm ready. I'm angry.
I've got some
I'm buzzed. I'm ready.
Asshole or douchebag topics this week.
Dugas takes
for
Green
you.
Bay.
All right, Dugas, Green Bay. Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, there it is. You saw it like a half a second before me.
It's because I'm the shit.
If that's what makes you the shit, then yes, you are. It's your birthday week, man. I'll lay off.
All right.
I'll leave you alone this week.
Okay. Hey, Moore, stop texting about other shit. Get to your pick.
Yeah,
you taking the Lions or you taking Green Bay? Come on,
Moore,
man.
make a pick. Stop Googling for the answer. That's all he's doing. He's Googling for the fucking answer.
Can you Google who wins that game?
Yeah, Google knows everything.
Siri.
Didn't you know?
No.
Let's ask Siri. Who will win next week's Green Bay and Lions football game?
Oh, Dugas has homemade liquor. You better bring that.
For the next week, their next game is on January 1st, 2017 at noon.
That's not their next game.
Oh, because I said next week. Okay, hold on. Who will win this week's Lions and Packers game?
Chris Moore's got Green Bay as well.
Okay,
so
Those in the know say that the Packers will defeat the Lions by 7 points.
It says Siri knows, man. It says those in the know say they will defeat the Lions by 7 points. I didn't know Siri could do that shit.
that's because they just go off of the betting line.
I love it.
I would guarantee that.
Can we do that for any game?
I don't know. Let's
Anyways.
start making we should start doing that. Let's do series picks.
Oh, Siri's picks.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yes.
That's kind of good.
Put Siri down for. Okay, here. Let's do these games real quick.
Okay.
I don't. You know what? Yeah.
Do it.
Let's
This
do
is
this
fun.
for every game. Okay.
Yeah, this is fun.
We're doing this.
All
Okay.
right, so Browns Miami.
Okay.
Siri.
Who will win the game between the Cleveland Browns and Miami Dolphins?
The odds favor the Dolphins over the Browns by 10 points.
Dolphins by 10.
Okay, so Siri takes Dolphins.
Yeah. What's the next one? Tell me.
Broncos Bengals.
Who will win the football game between the Cleveland Bengals and the Browns of Bengal Baba?
You fucked that up. Cleveland is not the Bengals. Holy shit, Alibaba.
It says Rice over North Texas by 7.
That's not even close to what we asked Siri. Why is your Siri a dude, by the way?
No, it's the
Okay, so the
Okay,
Denver
I got it.
Broncos
Who
versus
will win the
the
game
Cincinnati
between
Bengals.
the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals?
According to my sources, the odds favor the Bengals over the Broncos by 3.5 points.
All right, so Siri goes with me.
Wow, you and Siri. What's next one?
Steelers,
Let's go.
Eagles.
Who will win the football game between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles?
The Steelers lost to the Eagles on August 18, 2016. The final score was 17-0.
That's fucking good to know. Was that a preseason game?
Yeah.
They play in the preseason and they meet in regular season?
Yeah, let's stop bringing up old shit.
No, but the Eagles are the preseason champions of
We
the world.
need to know right now.
Who will win this week's football game between the Eagles and the Steelers?
We should have had this segment updated
we go.
before.
Apparently, the odds favor the Steelers over the Eagles.
All right, Siri picks the Steelers.
All right, so Siri's on with us.
Okay, and then what's the next one? One more.
I'm sorry, 49ers, Seahawks.
Who will win the football game between the 49ers and the Seahawks?
According to my sources, the odds favor the Seahawks over the 49ers.
All right.
By 10 points.
So Siri
Next one,
takes...
It's Lions and Bears, right? No,
Yep.
it's
the Bears
and
the Cowboys.
Yeah. Who will win the football game between the Bears and the Cowboys?
Chicago was defeated.
Shut up. Who will win this week's football game between the Bears and the Cowboys?
Apparently, the odds favor the Cowboys over the Bears.
Cowboys.
All right, so Siri goes Cowboys. This is the weirdest segment
Who will
we've ever
win
had.
this week's football game between the Lions and the Packers?
The odds favor the Packers over the Lions.
All right, so
All right,
Siri
there it
goes
is.
Green Bay as well.
There it is, everybody. You heard Siri's picks. You heard our picks. You heard some of our listeners' picks. And now we're going to move on to asshole or douchebag.
Moving on.
Asshole or douchebag.
Why is your Siri a guy?
Because I don't like a bitch telling me what to do.
My Siri is a girl, and she's like an English girl.
Oh, she's English lady.
Yeah, she's the English or Australian, one of the two.
I'm sorry, Mr. Glenn.
Yeah.
I can't find that for you.
Okay, I've got all the picks, and I'm buzzed, so the picks may be shit.
All right.
Asshole douchebag.
Is your writing legible?
Ish.
All right. Asshole or douchebag?
Yeah.
Guys who let the podcast go on too long.
Assholes.
Bunch of fucking assholes. Okay, no, for real. Let's go at the grocery store.
Yep.
You're shopping.
Yep.
And somebody parks their cart. This one my wife gave me, by the way. Someone parks their cart right in front of where you're looking, and you're like trying to you're picking out some canned goods, let's say. And someone parks their cart right in front of where you're fucking looking, and then they walk away. So now to go to the canned goods you want, like the spaghetti sauce that you want, you got to move their fucking cart. I'm just saying, is that an asshole or douchebag thing to do?
I think that's douchey. Now, if you stop your cart because you're looking in that section, you're cool. But if you stop your cart and you walk away from your cart,
yeah, like
you should never walk away from your cart at the grocery store.
You should always keep it with you.
You should always keep it with you.
Within what? Arm's length, would you say? Or
yeah,
what?
I would say within 5 feet either way.
5 feet.
Yeah.
Like from me to you.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, if you're ever farther from me to Glenn away from your shopping cart, you're being a
Douchebag.
douchebag.
Yeah,
okay.
douchebag.
Yeah, douchebag. Okay.
You're not meaning to. You just are.
It's a douchebag thing to do.
Yeah.
You're a douchebag.
You're a douche.
You're a douchebag. People, let's stay in the grocery store now. Let's stay in the grocery store.
Okay.
People that bring more than 15 items to the express lane.
We've done this.
We done this one?
And
Let's
I
do it
say
again.
You're an asshole.
Asshole.
Like, now a lot of the places say about 15. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay, so I give you a leniency of 2 or 3.
Okay, but I'm talking 30 items.
If you've got 30 items, you're an asshole. You went to that lane because there was only one person in it.
Yep.
You knew goddamn well that you had way more than 15 items.
Right.
And you still stood in that line. You're an asshole.
Okay.
Woo!
Woo! Okay, next one. People that use the public toilets and don't flush them, especially I'm talking the toilet, not the urinal, the toilet. Like the turds.
Okay, so you know what I used to do? Josh called me out last week when we would go surfing.
Yeah.
I would always go use the public bathroom.
Oh, you loved it.
Smoking, coffee, that all just made me take a shit.
It was your thing. You said,
I wanted to be empty before I went surfing.
You don't want to shit in the ocean.
I don't like touching the handles, so I would use my foot, and I would just.
That's fine.
Yeah, I would.
I use my foot to flush
it.
every time too. Yeah. But
I think you're kind of a douchebag if you do that. You got to flush.
you gotta flush.
Nobody wants to see your floater.
No.
Nobody wants to see you taking your Browns to the Super Bowl.
But I'm just saying, what if you fucking drop this really? I mean, we're going off base here, but you drop this really nice coily, and you're proud of it. And you're almost like, somebody else should really fucking see this.
If you're proud of your shit, you're an asshole.
Then okay.
But
I'm not saying I've done it. I'm just saying I could see someone in that frame of mind being like, "That's a nice fucking piece of shit right there."
I've called the kids in on occasion and been like, "Dude, this is called docking. This is what you do. This is called bridging.
Bridging.
Somehow
Yeah.
it went above the other one.
Yeah.
Docking. It kind of came out of the water."
Oh my god, that's so.
Yeah.
You ever know what we're going to talk about on Crude Sports
No,
Talk?
you never know.
All right, let's go one step further. How about
right.
those who don't wash their hands after dropping one of
Ooh.
those big fucking coilies?
That's an asshole move, and I'll tell you a weird story.
Okay.
I never really paid attention to it. You know, as a kid,
Right.
like washing your hands after you use the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I just never did. And my mom was very like, wash your hands, be hygienic, da da da.
Mhm. Yeah.
Until there was one time we were at a buddy's house in a high school, like a high school party.
Yep.
And the girls sitting in the living room, which was right next to the bathroom, they called out all the guys who didn't turn on the faucet. You could hear all of it. And so from that point forward,
Yeah.
I always washed my hands.
Because you want to get called by the girl.
No, you don't want to get
No,
called out. And so
no.
now I still, to this day, do it.
Really?
Yeah. So
Well,
that's
here's it.
If you don't do that, like you got shit particles on your hands,
Yeah.
you're an asshole move.
Yeah.
That's an asshole move.
Well, here's a good one, right? So here's a good one to do, and I've done this before. It works on kids all the time too.
Mm-hmm.
Is you go, did you wash your hands? And they'll be like, yeah.
They always say yeah.
You say, what color was the soap? Because you always remember the color of the soap that you put in your hand to wash it.
Ooh, I don't.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're not washing your hands then.
No, I do, but I don't ever remember.
I'm talking like a minute after you come out of the bathroom. You're not going to remember what color the soap
I
was?
already told you, like, we don't, I don't have a good memory, and my wife changes like the soaps based on the scent.
Yeah, but okay, what
So-
scent was the soap then?
So like before, no, yeah. What did it smell like?
I'm just saying
Maybe.
it works with a kid.
Okay,
It does.
okay,
I've done it and it works with the kids.
that's fine. I remember at the public bathrooms when we went surfing,
right.
it was that pink powder shit,
Right.
and that was horrible. Like you can't forget that because it takes off a layer of skin.
Yeah.
That's how it cleanses you. It takes off a layer of skin because it's so fucking abrasive.
I love that shit.
All right.
Chris Moore says, obviously we struck a nerve with him. No way. That's a you should die because you're gross. He worked in the food industry for years. Said it's pretty simple. Wash your hands after you touch your junk.
Hey, Chris, if I worked at Subway, I would totally not wash my hands and get shit particles all over your food. I wouldn't do that, by the way. I'm just kidding.
I hope I never had a sub from
I'm
your
just
fucking
kidding.
location.
I totally wouldn't do that. Like you gotta watch, especially if you work in the service industry.
Yeah.
You have to wash. There's signs everywhere, and those signs to me, like,
Yeah.
oh, if you work here, you have to wash your hands.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's not me.
Oh, that's not me.
I still wash my hands because I'm always scared of like girls calling me
yeah.
out.
It's the girls.
But you still like, fuck you. That's not me. You're not talking to me. All right,
Right on.
who else you got?
That's all I got. No, I got one more. And this one again, my wife brought up. She said a while back she went to a restaurant for some brunch, and she said a woman was breastfeeding in public, and she whipped out her entire tit, and like in a no shame kind of like, here's my entire tit. I have no problem with breastfeeding in public.
Yeah.
But to bring out your entire tit?
Okay, so there's two things here.
Let's talk.
You didn't say it was at a restaurant.
It was at a restaurant
For one.
for brunch. Yes.
That's gross.
It was at a restaurant.
Like, I get it. The kid needs to eat too.
Right.
So handle that shit when you're not in front of me.
right.
Two, you cannot get angry if I stare at your titty when you're breastfeeding.
But it depends. If it's a big floppy, you not want to stare.
No, but it's a boob.
You like boobs of all shapes and
Well, I
sizes
mean,
there,
really,
guess.
like I remember back in the day, like Porky's. My old man would watch Porky's on cable TV or
Yeah,
whatever.
and there's boobs in that show.
And I would sneak
know.
out to like the hallway
Yep.
and like peep around the corner to
Yep,
watch it while
to
he was
watch Porky's.
Dude, I would spend 2 hours standing there watching
Watching-
around the corner to watch Porky's. I don't think guys pay attention to the fact that like that boob is gross. It's
Yeah.
just a boob.
You just dated yourself, man.
it's a boob.
Not only did Porky's have the boobs, but like it was full bush.
Oh, it was full
full
bush.
bush.
Yeah,
Same with Revenge of the Nerds. You remember that one?
Yep.
Yeah.
definitely.
Fuck, we're old.
I
We're
say
so old.
I don't like when it comes to that.
Right.
There's two different things.
Right.
If you're a woman who's breastfeeding at a restaurant, you're an asshole.
Okay. So it's an asshole thing to do.
Come before, do it after.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm okay with. If you call me out or if my wife elbows me in the ribs because I'm staring at your boob while you're doing it, that's also an asshole move.
Well, let's just
Dude,
say
it's not my fault.
I know. Let's
You
just,
whipped out a boob.
Yeah, it's the breast brunch you've ever had.
It is the breast brunch
It was
ever.
It was the breast brunch.
Who's drunk on this?
All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Episode 31. I think we're done.
Fuck.
Don't forget to subscribe to our show on iTunes.
Review us.
Review. If you put a review in, next person to put a review in, we're going to say a big thank you on the next show to you.
Oh, check out the website and join Crude Nation.
Yeah, Crude Sports Talk, and
Follow me on Twitter.
follow us on Twitter.
Well, it's us, but I'm the one who puts out like the stupid shit.
You fucking,
So Jeremy
you're like,
always.
follow me on Twitter.
Well, Jeremy does
you
like.
just said it.
Jeremy does the good like, hey, you should follow this, and I do the I'm angry. Follow this.
Dude, you're like, follow me on Twitter.
No, I totally do.
I see. This is segregation.
I
see where- no, I see how this is going.
Let's look
No, I
at
see how this is
Twitter.
going.
I do 90% of the tweets.
This might be the last podcast we ever do, I guess.
That's right.
We're going to start fighting now.
The Tiki Bar is out. Yeah. Follow us on Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter.
Just
you
know
asshole.
if it sounds like Walter Matthau doing the tweets,
Uh-huh.
it's me.
Yep.
If it sounds intelligible and normal, it's Jeremy.
Ah, perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
If it's angry, it's me.
If it's angry at the world, like emo.
No, that's two different things. That's sad at the world. Like, how many emos does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. They all sit in the dark and cry. I'm drunk.
Don't forget to sign up for Crude Nation. We are out.
Oh, we're fucking out.
Bye, Facebook Live.
I went off the rails real quick.
No shit, you did.
Oh,
But did you have fun doing it?
you know, I haven't eaten a fucking thing today.
What?
No,
You should have told me before I poured all those fucking drinks. For
it's
you.
like 3:00. I haven't eaten fuck all.
Let's go eat.
Is fuck all a term?
Fuck all?
Yeah,
That means nothing.
that means zero, right?
Fuck all means nothing.
I want to thank Chris and Chris for getting in on this. The picks.
There was another Chris.
Chris and Chris.
For the picks.
Yeah, for the picks.
All right, can we shut her down?
Yeah, shut her down. Shut her down. Shut her down. Fuck. Everybody, see ya.